Yeah, definitely. The school I went to is right across the street from Beach Mountain, so I've had many memorable days on that climb, and that's actually how I stumbled upon the school that I ended up going to. I didn't even know about it, and I was up there doing another college visit over in Boone, and I wanted to ride Beach Mountain because of the legacy it has. And I was rolling through the fog up to Beach Mountain, and then I see a little college on the left-hand side of the road, and I thought, wow, like, in the shadows of this cool kind of legendary mountain, and yeah, that's I have a lot of good memories from up there, that part of the state and that part of my life, and go back as often as I can. Definitely, I think collegiate cycling is definitely underappreciated as a viable path to becoming a professional cyclist. I think the gap between being a junior and a legitimate pro is pretty big, and even 5 years ago there weren't that many opportunities for a U23 cyclist to be supported and really developed. And fortunately today there's more of those opportunities, but collegiate can be a great spot for a guy who's just a beginner, or a guy who's right on the verge of going pro, or even a guy who's at that level already. I think it did a lot for me, like rounding me out as a person, kind of cemented some values into my life. And once I graduated school, I could without a doubt say I wanted to give a go to being a professional cyclist, and having the confidence that I had already kind of put something else in the bank for the next half of my life, or the other half of the life, if cycling doesn't work out or when it's over. That was important. Yeah, it's being an American and looking at this largely European sport. It's daunting to sort of envision yourself, getting through all the trials and making all the cuts and finding one of those few kind of coveted spots for an American in this largely European sport. And I was just really blessed and fortunate as I developed to have things sort of fall into place for me, and just fantastic support from a number of areas, from the collegiate cycling program, from the USA national team, great support from the crew in Michigan where I grew up back home. And yeah, I don't see how it's possible to do without all that. You need so much encouragement, physical, mental, financial, emotional. You need it all, and you need it all the time. So it's really demanding to get through that pipeline and get to that level. But I was fortunate enough to have everything I needed. Yeah, definitely. Going into last year, I wanted to do one Grand Tour, and I was really excited and pleased to be selected for the Giro. And we were there with our leader, Cadell Evans, and my first Grand Tour. It was just it was a whirlwind. I pushed myself in ways that I didn't know possible. And then to get through that, and then only have been through that a few weeks, and then jump into the tour was a little surreal. And this year, coming a full year after that, I sort of have a new appreciation for it, because this year the tour is in my plan, and I see how hardly fought the spots are, for the tour teams. And last year it was like almost came too easy. I don't want to say it came easy, but it just kind of fell into me. And when you acknowledge to yourself that you're striving for it, and that it's in the plan, it's challenging in a new way. Yeah, whenever you can sit in the hot seat in a big race like that, I think it's kind of the first time you do it, sort of a breakthrough moment in your career, because you get a lot of attention, and that was really cool. Hopefully I can continue to kind of follow that footstep. And I learned that I think it was confirmation that I'm capable to be at that level, and deserving to be at that level, and I'm capable of delivering a big ride. You have to be confident to get to this level of the sport, and it's not that I wasn't confident prior to that, but it gives you a new sort of confidence that really helps when I carry forward. We could go on and on. I mean, it's just the biggest shocker to me immediately was I think the second day we did through Holland, and I bet there wasn't more than 5 kilometers of that course that wasn't covered with screaming fans. So I'd never done a race where hour after hour there's just this rainbow color whizzing by you, and you're in this tunnel of noise, and how that really just altered your senses and your perception of what was going on around you. I mean, you can't simulate that anywhere. So that was really just incredible and challenging in a way I'd never encountered. Yeah, for sure. I mean, pro cycling is not a normally accepted career path, but there's no way I would have gotten here with people around me that were thinking that way. I think once the people around me and my family and my friends and supporters where I grew up, once they saw my passion for it and my potential for it, they they believed in me and supported me even more than I did myself sometimes. So no, I can't say enough about all the support I've had and how much love that I've received, and I couldn't still be doing it without all them.